The game just got real. Tech giant Samsung responded to the market by introducing two new Galaxy S10 Lite and Note10 Lite 3 days before the iconic Consumer Electronics Show CES in Las Vegas, USA. Why? Well, according to Samsung, it's a way of giving more access to the signature Galaxy innovations, including the latest camera tech, S10, and other key tools for self-expression and productivity. Welcome to another video from Update. I'm your host, the Public Tech Advisor. Let's discuss the interesting new tech of our times, the two new stars in the Galaxy, S10 Lite and Note10 Lite. Let's get you up to date. So let me get you some background that led up to this development. 2019 was the year of the smartphone showdown. We have seen significant rise of Android, closing real dangerously the gap between top tier flagship phones and budget phones. We now have phone manufacturers like Oppo, Xiaomi, Realme, Transsion's Tecno, Infinix and Itel, Nokia, Huawei, OnePlus, Asus, or even Google Pixel going head to head with tech industry giant like Samsung and Apple. In terms of core technology like camera, display, battery, performance, and many other features. For instance, in the foldable department, Samsung came with Galaxy Foldable, Huawei responded with Mate X, while Motorola responded with the new Razr, even the less known S-Cover Fold 1. Even though it's still not yet time for foldable, I must stress this, it has taken the industry by surprise. Therefore, as a result, in many quarters of the tech world, it is suggested that the race is over. Smartphones are no more unique and luxury items. They are a commodity that everybody has. Take a listen at what Jason P. Lewis from Painfully Honest Tech had to say about this.
In 2019, the smartphone completed its journey from like being a luxury item, something that was unique and different, to becoming a commodity, something that everybody has, and it's just all that matters is that you have one. There's not enough unique about current smartphones to make them stand out from one another.
Okay, so back to our subject. Let's go through the main features of the phones, two gadgets at a time. Samsung Galaxy Lite and Note10 Lite comes with a whopping 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Infinity O display, Android 10 running the Samsung One UI skin, multiple flavors of 6GB and 8GB, 128GB internal storage, and up to 1TB of micro card SD card slot. The batteries are 4500 mAh non-removable with fast charging, USB Type-C reversible connector, fingerprint is an in-display optical sensor underneath the display, and face recognition to lock and load. Both selfie cameras are 32 megapixel with HDR high dynamic range, can record videos at 80p at 30 frames per second. Not bad. Those were all the similarities. The difference are in the chipset, the rear camera setup, and the colors. S10 Lite is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset, 64-bit 8-core CPU and Adreno 640 GPU, while the Note10 Lite is powered by Samsung-owned Exynos 9810 with 8-core CPU and Mali G72 GPU. S10 Lite comes in three colors, Prism White, Black, and Blue, while the Note10 Lite comes in also three colors, Aura Glow, Aura Black, and Aura Red. Note10 Lite uniquely comes with the signature stylus, the S Pen, Bluetooth integrated with gyro and accelerometer sensors to detect movement and gestures. For camera, the S10 Lite comes with a triple rear setup, a 48 megapixel OIS steady main camera. What is OIS, you ask? It is optical image stabilization. Excuse the long English, but it's just a tool in the camera that reduces shaking and vibration when you are recording. Second camera is a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 5 megapixel macro camera for up close eagle eye close-up shot. Video recording at 2160p at 30 frames per second. That's 4K resolution, bra. 1080p at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. That's full HD plus with gyro EIS. That's another long English. It is gyro assisted electronic image stabilization used to sense shaking and make up for it while you are recording your video. And finally, 720p at 960 frames per second, sweet spot for super slow-mo cinematic videos. Oh, I'm so excited. Hello vloggers. The Note10 Lite camera, a triple setup also, all 12 megapixel, all three of them, an ultra wide angle camera, a wide angle dual pixel camera, and a telephoto camera. Together you get the 2160p 30 frames per second 4K video, full HD plus 1080p videos with gyro assisted image stabilization and HD 720p videos at 960 frames per second. Samsung Galaxy S10 and Note10 Lite will be launching soon, probably the first quarter of 2020. I understand that for Nigeria, Samsung will only be giving us the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, targeting the more corporate consumer segment. Oh well, let's see. Fingers crossed. Market positioning of these devices is a little bit all too unusual. In the handset world, there are three categories of devices based on prices: the flagship or high-end phones, the mid-range phone, and the low-end and budget phones. Samsung tried to insert the Galaxy S10 Lite and the Note 10 Lite in between the flagship top-end phones and the mid-range phones, so we will call them high-end mid-range. It is just the beginning of 2020. It's just getting warmed up. So tell me, what do you think about the Galaxy S10 Lite and Note 10 Lite? Would you buy it? Talk to me in the comment section. It's really awesome down there. If you are new here, please subscribe. This is the fuel the channel used to keep getting content to you. If you are already subscribed, tap on the like button. If you don't want to do that either, you can tap the dislike button either. Just don't go without doing anything.